Hey everybody, welcome back. Just going to be a little quick update here, but I've been working on some stuff. I've been getting a lot of stuff done really, and I know it's been a while since I made a video, so I wanted to kind of make one quick and just a quick one just to share some stuff, and next one will probably have a little bit more and better stuff. So let me turn the camera around here and show you what I got going on. Okay, I've been doing a whole lot more casting, and I'm getting better, but I still have the wrong material. I made wheels, some good ones and some bad ones. Let's see if I can get in there. That's a motor wheel fly I took some competition resins wheels and made molds and made copies, which I guess since I'm only using them for myself, it's not a bad thing. And this is a center line front wheel. I got a bunch of seats made here. I tried an experiment with the resin because it's always so thick and I can't get it to pour, so I tried putting some little bit of lacquer thinner in it to thin it out, and I don't know if I threw them all away, but you can see how soft that seat is, how flexible. That's been sitting for about a week, so it's not going to get any more solid. But the good thing is, at least it comes back to shape. I mean, I can twist it and put it right back into shape. So I'm not going to throw it away. I threw away enough stuff, especially I made a whole lot of wheels, and I had a lot of them where I would get air in the bead area. So I threw a lot of them away, but I also got a lot of good ones. Got a whole lot of molds here. I just ordered some new resin. I'm tired of messing with this resin now, so I ordered something from Micromark in America. I got to pay a lot of shipping, but it's real, actual casting resin, so hopefully that'll work. It'll help me. I did find a place in Bangkok that had some smooth on. Well, they're a smooth on dealer, but they're out of it now, and apparently it's hard to get. And the other thing they wanted to sell me, you had to buy like, I think it was 5 kilos, which is over 10 pounds. So, I'd never use that up, so I couldn't buy that. But cars I've been working on here, Warren Johnson car, I just put some silver on this morning. And I'm going to go with the black probably tomorrow. I realized that there was a bottom, like a fairing there for the sporty model, which I was just about ready to paint, and I looked at a lot of pictures and I saw that wasn't on there, so I had to trim it off and do a little bit of body work. And I'll open up the rear wheel openings and put some real small round styrene on there to make a new bead. And I just painted the cobalt. I actually, literally 15 minutes ago, I just got done putting the blue on there. And I had a little bit of bleed through, which on this, on this side of the scoop, I had a little blue bleed stripe. So what I did is I took some polishing compound and it came right off. And it also took a little bit of yellow, but really the yellow was just a mist, a fade, and it'll probably have a decal up there anyway, so it'll be all right. And this I should have went with my gut. I was taping this out and I wasn't going to do anything back here. I was just going to put, keep getting out of the camera. I was just going to have the curve here and have all this blue. And the last minute I thought, well, it might be cool to put a little, leave a little bit of white stripes there. But in reality, it's not so cool. If I would have had them a different color and continued them out, it might have been cool. And I may do something and I may leave it alone. I'm just really not sure yet. Also have some of my castings I'm putting to use. These were not bad. I mean, they're not perfect, but they came out pretty good. And the rear housing, I got the other one on, but I broke the wheelie bar off, so the wheelie bars they hung too low anyway, so I'm gonna probably cut them off and make new ones or do without for this car. But I cast that rear housing and I cast those 4-link brackets with the coilovers. So they were one of my semi-successful deals. And then I also got this Holden. Made some progress on that. If you remember, I was filling in behind the back side of these wheel openings so I could thin them out, which I did, and I may take a little bit more off of them. I'm trying to make this like a Vega wheel opening, and I got a chassis pan cut down for it, and the rest of the chassis I cut it off because I have to shorten it, which I've got it the right length now, but it also turned out that let me see if I can do this better, that the strut mounts here were too far out because this car is so narrow. So what I did is I cut this side down, and I took the piece of little mold sprue that they stick in between here, and I drilled that and cut this off, glued it on, and made a new whatever you call that rod. I made that new out of styrene. So I'm hoping this all works out and doesn't look too half-assed when I get done, but so far I mean I think it'll be alright. I gotta mock that up then and make sure that's the right width. And also cast a spoiler. I cast a bunch of these little spoilers. This is going to be for Warren Johnson, but that car needs a wider one. So what I did is I cut two, and I butted them together and made a wider one. And then I think I had to do a little body work here, but what I'm going to do, I think, is make a mold, and then I'll be able to make more of those if I need them that are wider. So I'll have two identical spoilers in different widths, and the one I have is good for small cars, but it's not really good for the Olds Cutlass or like a Monte Carlo. So this is the perfect width now. And I want to give a little shout out to a couple guys I've been watching here on YouTube. Jeremy Strickland is one, and the other one is Leadhead Custom Models, I think. These guys are awesome. I mean, they have some serious talent with detailing and stuff. It makes me either want to throw my stuff away or try to do better. And I always start out with real good intentions of doing real good, and then when things start fighting me, I just kind of think, the hell with it, it's good enough, let's just get it together. I think part of that is because I don't have any model shows here, so everything I build just gets put on the shelf, and I'm the only one who really sees it. So I figure if they look good on the shelf, that's good enough for me, and doesn't, I don't worry about so much detailing. But these two guys, I mean, I don't know if it's all painting or I know they put wires, which I put wires on too, and fuel lines occasionally, but for some reason their stuff really looks good, the details on it. So you ought to check it out if you haven't already. And I want to thank everybody for subscribing. I've been getting a lot more new subscribers, and I appreciate it. And for now, that's going to be the end of it, and hopefully I have something a little bit, well, actually this was pretty interesting today, I think, but hopefully I'll have something better for the next video. And you never know. Maybe my resin will come in and I can make something. I'm actually made a mold for a hood scoop too. I keep rambling, so I'm gonna stop before I keep rambling. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.